is about to begin!
Hey, I'm Dave of GameZombie.tv, and I'm here with Andrew and Vernon, who are both designers of Rise of the Argonauts. Now, could you tell me a little bit about the game?
Rise of the Argonauts is an action RPG. We're really trying to deliver on both halves of that promise. We want to give you an action game with better combat than you've ever seen in an RPG before. Also, we want to give you an RPG that gives you all the things that people come to expect from that genre. So you have great character progression where you can choose which gods you want to get favor with, which will increase your abilities. You also have a great story with some really good characters you can get attached to, as well as a really immersive environment that shows you what ancient Greece used to be like, and you can make decisions that affect both the storyline and the environment, and it just really make the player feel at all times in and out of combat that you are Jason, King of Yokis, weapon master, and all around just badass.
All right, in the demo we're looking at, it looks like you got Jason playing and Hercules, I believe.
Absolutely. Well, the way the game is set up is that you always play as Jason, who's a weapon master. He can wield a spear, mace, and a sword, but also you got your Argonauts with you. It's called Rise of the Argonauts, not just Rise of Jason. And so the way the Argonauts work is there are a whole bunch of Argonauts that'll join you, and some will even fight alongside you. Here you see Hercules, who's Jason's best friend. And he was at the wedding when your wife gets shot, which is what starts this whole quest. Your wife gets shot in the heart with an arrow and she dies, and you're looking for the Golden Fleece to get her back. So along the way, Hercules is going to help you fight, as long as characters like Achilles you have to beat in the arena, and Atalanta you find on Saria, which is this like crazy jungle island out in the middle of nowhere, and then even Pan, who's this ancient satyr who's sort of knows a little about everything, is very magical, and he's kind of the caster of the group, so it's very cool.
Okay, so you kind of take the Greek mythology and you don't use the exact stories, but you use the ideas, the places, and the characters. Is that correct?
Absolutely. This is a creative retelling of the myth of Jason and the Golden Fleece. I mean, in the actual myth, Jason doesn't really do much. He gets a bunch of cool guys to join him, and then he just kind of sits back and they do all the work.
All right, so what are some of the RPG elements in the game?
Well, we got a ton of RPG elements. Like I mentioned before, I'll talk about character progression, because that's where it really ties into combat. So Jason's got 4 patron gods: Ares, Apollo, Athena, and Hermes. And the way he levels up is he gains favor with these gods. And he gains favor in 2 ways. One of those ways is he gets deeds. I don't know if you've been watching on the screen, if you guys can see. In the bottom left-hand corner, there'll be this text that appears, like Manslayer, things like that. And these are, you can think of them like Xbox Live achievements or PS3 trophies. Then you can take these deeds, these heroic feats, and you can go to a god and say, Apollo, I did this awesomely heroic thing for you. And Apollo's like, all right, that's awesome. You're going to honor me with these great feats? I like that. And you gain favor, and he gives you new abilities.
All right, well, that's interesting. I'm a big fan of the speed, so Hermes sounds like who I'd be wanting to choose to play as. And when's the game looking to be released?
Well, we're definitely coming out before the end of this year. Can't give a specific date quite yet. But we're definitely coming out this year. PC, PS3, and Xbox 360.
All right, so thank you very much. Again, that's Rise of the Argonauts, and it's coming out later, 2008.
GameZombie TV.
In the inyo, fight in the inyo, fight in the inyo, fight fight.
We do a lot of cutting, so it doesn't matter.
Right,
You
I'm
just
gonna
restart.
over.
Yeah.
You want to start over? Oh, I'll just start over.